Last time we gave you the first 4 rules. We told you that someone who survived Hollowgate wrote them. What we didn't tell you is that the same person wrote the remaining 13 in a single sitting, in one night, shaking, with no lights on. And they refused to sign their name. Rule 5. The cafeteria closes at 1:45 a.m., not 2, not 1:30, 1:45. If you are still in the cafeteria at 1:50, do not go to the counter. The thing behind the counter after 1:45 is not Carol. Carol goes home. What replaces her looks like Carol. It will offer you coffee. Do not accept. Rule 6. The freight elevator in Building C goes to a floor that does not exist. Floor B3. If the doors open on B3, do not step out. Press the lobby button immediately. If the lobby button doesn't respond, press every other button simultaneously. Something on B3 has learned to hold the doors open. It is patient. You are not. Rule 7. Your radio will pick up a frequency between 3:08 a.m. and 3:12 a.m. It sounds like voices. It sounds specifically like people you know. It will say your name. It will say things only someone close to you would know. Do not respond. Do not listen for longer than 10 seconds. Cover the speaker with your palm. The frequency is not a broadcast. It is a lure, and it has a range. Rule 8. At any point during your shift, if you count more employees in the facility that are listed on the night roster, do not announce this. Do not point. Do not stare at the extra person. Behave normally until you reach the supervisor's station. Write the number on the notepad by the door. Do not write anything else. The extra presence can read. Rule 9. Do not drink the water from the eastern fountains after midnight. The pipes in the eastern wing run through sub-basement level 2. We do not discuss what is in sub-basement level 2. What we can tell you is that 3 employees who drank from those fountains reported hearing something speaking to them from inside their own bodies for the following 6 days. One of them stopped reporting after day 4. We haven't updated the rule because updating it would require someone to check on what happened to him. No one has volunteered. 5 rules, 5 separate entities or phenomena. Hollowgate isn't haunted in the traditional sense. It's not one thing, one ghost, one monster in the dark. It's a facility that has become an ecosystem. Something about what's buried in Shaft 7, something about what happened in 1987, has attracted or created multiple presences. And they've adapted. Carol that isn't Carol has learned human food service. The elevator entity has learned patience. The radio frequency has learned the exact vocabulary of intimacy. It says your name the way your mother says it. These are not dumb creatures. They have been watching. They have been learning. And they've been there for decades. We need to talk about Carol for a second. The real Carol Demers has worked the Hollowgate Night Cafeteria since 2003. She is 58 years old, drives a green Subaru, and always wears the same silver cross necklace. We know this because we tracked her down. We spoke to her. She told us she leaves at exactly 1:44 a.m. every night. Has done for 20 years. We asked her why 1:44 and not 1:45. She looked at us for a very long time before she answered. Because I've seen what clocks in at 1:45, she said. And it's wearing my face. And it's been doing it longer than I've worked there. Longer. Whoever was there before me. Whatever Carol face it wore then, that was a different Carol. They cycle through. It's looking for a fit. For a face that sticks. We asked Carol if she'd ever spoken to management about it. She smiled in a way that didn't reach her eyes. Honey, she said, management is one of them. 8 down. 9 to go. The remaining rules get stranger. Rule 11 involves a child that has never aged. Rule 14 involves a room that measures differently from the outside than the inside. And Rule 17, the last one, is the only rule written in a different handwriting from this. Rest, shakier, smaller, Like whoever wrote it was writing it while something was in the room with them. We'll get there. But first, next week, we're going to 1987. We're going to find out what they pulled out of Shaft 7 before they sealed it. And we're going to find out why the company never filed a closure report with the State Mining Board. They erased it from the record. We found the original. It makes Rule 2 make a lot more sense. And a lot more terrifying. Follow D Midnight Case Files. The orientation is not over.